Hi everyone, Morten Åstad here. Welcome to my channel and welcome to a follow-up to a thread. A thread started by Chris Profi, musically obsessed, and mine is a direct follow-up to Brian at Embryonic Robot. The task as such is to list 5 favorite instrumental tracks. So I was thinking, am I going to be able to do this? Because first of all, I don't really know what my favorite instrumental tracks are, and the vast majority of my records are up in Oslo, in Norway, and I'm in Denmark. And by the time I get up there, this thread will be, unless of course it spreads like wildflower. But in any case, I would feel I'd be a very late person to hitch onto that. But I went downstairs and looked at my old records, my records from from my childhood and teenage years, which is downstairs from where I'm sitting now. And I thought, well, I know there are a few instrumental tracks that I do remember that I really like, and do I have some of them here? And yes, I do. So without any further ado, I'm going to show you 5 records with each with an instrumental track on it that I think are swell. The first one is this tattered old copy of mine of Rainbow, Difficult to Cure. When this came out in 1981, I was 9 and then 10 years old. And I had German for, I don't know what grade I was in by this time, 3rd or 4th. Anyway, I had German from 1st grade when I started at school. We started at school at 7 when I was a kid. And unlike other schools, our school started languages right away. So we had German and we had English from the beginning, because I went to a Rudolf Steiner school or a Waldorf school. And I remember I didn't have any particular joy of German or anything back then. I don't think my dad was necessarily very positive towards Germans. Yesterday was 9th of April, the anniversary of Germans' occupation of Norway, so maybe that had something to do with it. I don't know. But I remember I thought it was kind of cool that I could read and know what the name of the song on this album was, which was in German, and it's an instrumental track. So the track is Vielleicht das nächste Zeit. They hadn't put the dots of the A there, so I was a little sidetracked. But Vielleicht das nächste Zeit, or maybe next time. A little bit melancholy there. And there's the back, and you can see the track in right there. Difficult to Cure. I like that. That was my first. I think that was my very first introduction to Rainbow and Richie Blackmore and all that. But yeah, so Rainbow. This copy is wow. I had this for over 40 years. Am I old or what? But I really like this album to this day, and I think that's a lovely instrumental track. Next one is it's not that long since I showed this record for some other reason, but it's a record that definitely needs showing because it's very pretty. It's Simple Minds, Sisters Feeling Cold. Most people know this as combined with oh my god, that disappeared. Combined into one album with the other record that came out around the same time. Funny enough, this is a Canadian copy, but it's lacking the 3rd track on side 2, which I thought was something the Canadians had and we didn't over here. Anyway, if you see this track, Sound in 70 Cities, that is, I think it's a mix of the first track, 70 Cities as Love Brings the Fall, but it's instrumental and I like the pounding rhythm that goes through the whole thing without any lyrics. I think that's really cool. A very cool period in Simple Minds' existence. Very particular in a way. Next, we'll switch from the heavy to the synthy back to heavy. This is Iron Maiden, of course, Power Slave. And there's a track on here that I think is really cool, even though Bruce Dickinson is not attending on this occasion. And it's called, where is it? Lost First Words, Big O'Hara. Big Aura, sorry. Big Aura. That's a very cool instrumental track. Here you go, band back in '84, wasn't it? The classic lineup there. Let's see, is there anything about... Yeah, it's a Harris track. It's solely written by Harris. I used to love this. Anyway, so that was it. Next two instrumentals are from the same band. Sorry. And here is my old copy of Depeche Mode, Speak and Spell. Of course, this is the Depeche Mode debut, which is a very different animal to what would come later, although there are hints here. Reason for this is, of course, that almost everything, on this record was written by Vince Clarke, who would go on to form Yazoo with Alison Moyet, and he would also do a single project with Shergill Sharkey and some one other thing before he started Erasure. Oh my God, yeah, there it is. This is the instrumental on their debut album, Big Muff. Very well, it's very rhythmic. It's very cool, and it is also one of only two tracks on this album which isn't written by Vince. It's written by Martin Gore. So this is the inner sleeve we had Sonnet, the Scandinavian distributor, which meant that the artists they were advertising were about as far away from Depeche Mode as you could imagine. I don't even know. I haven't got a clue who any of these people are, to be honest. There's the Mute label. Of course, Mute doesn't exist anymore. So yeah, on the back, on one side it just says all tracks by Vince Clarke, and this side it says Except, and it's it's Tora, and Big Muff. Those are the two non-Vince Clarke tracks on this album. Check it out, a really cool song, or rather melody. And the next one is also Depeche Mode, A Broken Frame. Now, recorded as a trio after Vince Clarke left, Martin Gore had to pick up the slack, so to speak, and as you can hear, that hadn't left the record in many a year, so there's some tape here from Teenage Morton. So Martin had to pick up the slack. Now, technically, they were for Depeche Mode at this time, because they had asked Alan Wilder to join the band. He was definitely preparing to tour with them, but they decided that I guess because they felt they had to prove something after Vince Clarke left, Alan Wilder was not included in recording of A Broken Frame. Interestingly, they are a trio on this record. Now, You can see here, these pictures are clearly not supposed to be there. And this is because Morton, teenage Morton, he cut out the pictures that were supposed to be here and put them in some kind of scrapbook or something. I know in one of my school textbooks. Yeah, so fun. And the problem now is that I don't remember the name of the instrumental. It is Nothing to Fear. Yeah, because it's not listed here because it's an instrumental, but it's this track here, Nothing to Fear. Really cool start to it. I remember I wrote lyrics for that song and shared it with my friends. We were all Depeche Mode fans here in the summer of 1985, and they thought it was really cool. I don't have that anymore. I haven't even got a clue what the hell that was. Anyway, so that's some instrumental songs there for Chris Profi. So guys and Brian. So thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye.